Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I am just going to be sitting down doing a little story time with you guys about my cosmetology experience. I will be doing my makeup while doing this, so it's a little less boring. I will list all of the products down below that I am using. And before we get started, I have to show you guys this because it's freaking crazy right now. So it has only been snowing for like an hour and a half. And the snowflakes are huge. It's everywhere. So I'm going to show you guys at the end of the video what it looks like because it's not supposed to stop snowing like anytime soon. So I'm going to show you guys. I'm coming back in the intro just to say this real quick. If you have any questions after this video, shoot me a message. I'm going to probably in a little while put up a Q&A on my Instagram, and then I might either make a video or answer them right there on my Instagram story. So my Instagram is just my name, Alexis Carnes. You can find me on there, and I will throw up a Q&A probably later this week just to answer any questions that you have about cosmetology school, because I really just talk about my experience here. If you need help applying, if you need to know if it's right for you, I kind of talk about that in this video, if it's right for you or not. It's definitely a life-changing experience. So if you have any questions at all, you can message me beforehand. Otherwise, I'm going to put a little Q&A up on Instagram, and I will make a video of all of those questions here soon. Goodness. I filmed a bunch, but I can't do my eyebrows on camera. They still look like shit, but you know, I went ahead and I did them really quickly. If you're wondering, Denver is taking a nap. If you can hear her show, I'm so sorry. I have to have it on, otherwise she's gonna throw a full-blown tantrum, and we don't need that, okay? So, okay. So finding out I wanted to go to cosmetology school, I had a friend, not a very good friend, cut my hair in my sleep. We are no longer friends, if you were wondering. And that was when I met my hairdresser, and she fixed my hair and made me feel phenomenal. And I loved that feeling, and I wanted to create that feeling for other people. So that was why I looked into cosmetology, and I instantly fell in love. I started doing freelance makeup. I loved doing hair and makeup. I was that girl in high school that everyone asked to do their hair and makeup, you know, the fun. So at first, I found my dream school in Nashville, Tennessee, and my family and I had visited Nashville. And if you've ever visited somewhere, I don't know if anyone else has felt this feeling. It just feels right, like it's where you belong. That's how I felt in Nashville. So I definitely wanted to look at schools out there. So I did, and I found my dream school. I was so excited. And then my dream school shut down. So I had to find something else. So my mom's best friend lives in Vegas, and she's like, why not we try Vegas? Like, Vegas is a huge place. Like, it'd be great for you. And I'm like, yeah. We visited so many schools out there, and I found my second dream school. And then we came home, and I was so excited. And then I sat there, and I was like, this isn't where I want to be. Like, it just didn't feel right when we were out there. So I decided to look at schools a little bit closer to home. I still want to leave Iowa. Eventually I will, because I hate this place. But, so I found my dream school, and the school had great reviews. It was, again, one of the top schools in the country, so I was very excited. And so I decided that was where I was going to go after I toured. And so July 2019, I started cosmetology school. Well, so I never, ever did good in school. Like, it just was not my cup of tea. So I was a little nervous going into cosmetology school because they kind of said, like, you have to pass these tests. Like, if you don't pass these tests, like, you have like 2 chances to retake them. And so I was never good in school, never good at math, anything like that. So you can imagine, I was a wee bit nervous to go into college. I really didn't want to because I hated school. But I knew this was what I wanted to do. And the curriculum in cosmetology school is way harder than people think. Like, people do not give cosmetologists enough credit. The curriculum is harder than anything I ever learned in high school. But because it clicked with me so well, like, I passed all my tests on the first try. It was amazing. I was doing so well. I was so proud of myself. Boosted my self-esteem so high. And it was just amazing. I just loved it. And I had so many great friends. All of my class, we got along pretty well. I had 3 great best friends. We hung out all the time. We had lunch together. We did the whole shebang together, right? What no one tells you before going to cosmetology school is someone shared with me that I'm going to share with you guys because I feel like it needs to be shared. You are going to go through the hardest time in your life, mentally and physically, in cosmetology school, and no one tells you that. Cosmetology is very hard on your body, and you're going into school mainly with all girls, and it is a drama fest. You also, if you're anything like me, you are going to go through some of the toughest battles in your life. If you mentally are not doing well at the moment, I do not recommend starting cosmetology school. I'm gonna be blunt with you. I would take a year off and work on yourself because it is so hard. And I'm gonna start crying because cosmetology was the best thing I ever did, but it was so hard for me. And it gave me so many great things, but it was so hard. And thinking back to a year ago, like, it's been a year since I started school. I just graduated not long ago, but thinking back to where I was this time of year, literally this time of year, I was in one of the most darkest places I had ever been. Oh, okay, I need a minute. Okay, done being sappy for the moment. Maybe. So, July, August, and then it was about mid-August, early September that I got odd on the floor. And, oh my god, I cannot stop. I got out on the floor, and I had my first client. My first client was actually my mom. I had my first color client, wax client, and it was awesome. I loved what I was doing. It was so, shouldn't say loved, because I still love doing it. I was having so much fun. And another thing that people don't tell you is you may think that you're top shit doing people's hair because you do it on the side, right? You have a YouTube degree before you go to cosmetology. Your YouTube degree in hair sucks, okay? Stop doing your hair at home. Stop it. Your YouTube degree doesn't mean shit once you get to school, okay? Okay. So, you are going to mess up someone's hair. Just prepare yourself for it. You have no idea when it's going to happen. You don't want it to happen, right? It's going to happen. I'm sorry to burst your little bubble. And I'm going to share my first time ever messing someone's hair up because it was really bad. And I can laugh about it now because I'll never see the person again. And my lovely teacher fixed it for me. So she came in and she had jet black hair. And she's like, I need platinum highlights all throughout because I'm going to a concert and meeting this guy, okay? And I'm like, awesome, okay. I was like, I don't think we're going to get you platinum today because you have black hair. Like, it's just not going to happen. But I can get you pretty close, and then I can tone you, and then you should look really good. And she was like, okay, perfect. Well, when you first start out highlights, it's a learning experience to get close to the root. And I got them pretty gosh darn close. Like, now I can get literally down to the scalp with my highlights. But at first, it was a little rough sailing. So I did it, and then I took the foils out, and then she's like, I don't want to be toned. And I'm like, are you sure you don't want to be toned? And I started taking them out, and I was like, oh no. Like, and then when you mess up, it's not necessarily always your fault. This woman had to have box color in her hair. She had to have, and just didn't tell me. So I'm like, oh no. So we took her back to the chair, and she just started screaming at me. Remind you, I'm like 4 weeks on the floor, like literally just started. And she is screaming at me. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm bawling at this point. And I'm telling my teacher, I'm like, I'm dropping out. Like, I can't do this. And she's like, yes, you can. It's not even your fault. And I'm like, yeah, it is. She's like, no, it's not. This lady, okay, you're going to have some not very nice people in your chair, and you can laugh about it later. And my teacher's like, you're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. I'm going to go over. I'm going to do a little fix-a-dooey and fix it and get her out of here because I can tell that she's just like mentally killing you. And I was like, yes, please. So my teacher was nice and did that. And so she fixed her hair and it was a little bit better. She was still pretty pissed, whatever. And I will never forget that lady. I never will. And I have so many client stories that I'm probably just going to sit down, do my makeup, and talk about clients that have been in my chair that have just been something else. Okay. And yeah, but my first ever color client, I'm going to back up a little bit. My first ever color client, she wanted highlights all over, and I was terrified. I was terrified, let me tell you. And her hair turned out so beautifully. I'm actually going to post pictures right here of it. I will never forget this lady. She literally hugged me. She hugged me after I did her hair, and she's like, this is exactly what I wanted. Like, I never walked into a salon and someone's giving me what we wanted, and that like gave me a big head, so that wasn't really the best thing to happen for me. But she was so freaking sweet. And so yeah, so then November hit, and my grandma started to get really sick, and this affected me mentally greatly. My grandma was like my rock. She encouraged me about cosmetology school like the whole time, so she meant the world to me. And her getting sick, like she was just ready to go at any point, so it was really hard. Like, there was a day where I got a phone call, and then I just sat in the lockers and I cried, and then I was sent home for the day because I couldn't get my shit together. So I was sent home that day, and I went to go visit my grandma, and I thought she was doing better. And then I had just really hit a rock bottom, and it just was not good. I don't even want to get into the full details of it because it just makes me want to cry, and I have eye makeup on right now, so we're not going to do that. So then I lost all of my friends because I distanced myself, because I am a very shitty friend with my anxiety and depression, and I distanced myself from everybody. I kind of just kept to myself. I literally blocked everyone that I used to talk to. Like, I just didn't talk to them, and I just became this really shitty, awful person, and I'm so sorry that I ever was. If anyone is watching this video that tried to deal with me during that time, I'm so freaking sorry. I was such a jerk, and I just was not super doing well at all at school or at home, and I was skipping school a lot. It was just not a good time. And then also in December was when I conceived, and I had no freaking idea. And then January hit, and I had missed so much school in December. I had a lot of hours to make up, so that really screwed me over. Don't skip school, because if you go to an hourly school, it sucks to make up those hours. So that was what, so then January hit, and the second I found out that I was pregnant, and I was vomiting a lot while pregnant, so not the funnest time. And I was doing really well with hair, but I just didn't want to go to school. I lost all of my regular clients, and that really hurt me a lot with like my skills sheets and things. So just don't miss. I grew great friendships with my teachers throughout school, even more so after I became pregnant, because pregnancy, I don't know, it just gave me that serotonin to make me feel better. I was so happy. Like, being pregnant and having my daughter like cured my depression. I say that all the time, and it sounds weird to say that, but like it cured my depression. Like, I don't know how else to say that. And I still can't believe I was pregnant cosmetology school. I grew these great friendships with my teachers. I'm forever grateful for them. I still talk to a lot of my teachers, at least like weekly, and I miss them dearly, but I do not miss school, that's for sure. Then I just kept kind of pushing through, and then COVID hit, and we had to do online cosmetology school online. So don't take for granted that you can be in school, because online cosmetology school was a living nightmare. COVID hit, and I had to do cosmetology school online, and that, my friends, that was something. I don't recommend it at all. I look absolutely crazy right now. That's fine. So I can't even describe cosmetology school online, because it was just pure awfulness. And it was nice because I was pregnant, and my pregnancy was not easy. I had a lot of things going on in my pregnancy that I'm going to talk about at a later time, because that video is just going to be like going to take me forever to film, because I'm going to be a sappy freaking mess in it. So it was nice to be home and kind of deal with those things because I had doctor's appointments every week, once or twice a week that I had to go to. So I didn't miss that much school because online I could like go back and do it again. So the online wasn't terrible, but I literally never want to do it again. Then we got to go back to school June, like end of June, early July. And online school really screwed up my hours. I don't even know how because I did all of my stuff, but it screwed up my hours. So I was in the last trimester of my pregnancy and I was at school for 80 hours a week. Imagine how much fun that was. It was not at all. But I know that this video may seem like cosmetology school like is a nightmare, and it kind of is, okay? But I do not regret it for a second. I learned so many great life lessons in cosmetology school. I learned all sorts of if you think that you can get a YouTube degree in hair and know what you're doing, I'm sorry, but you're dead wrong, and I will fight people on that to the day that I die, because you don't know shit about hair until you go to cosmetology school. Like, I see people on TikTok dyeing their hair or like bleaching it, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, it just gives me anxiety, and I don't know how I got on that side of TikTok, but I did, and it drives me bonkers. Like, just pay to get your hair done, please. Like, if you can't afford it, you shouldn't get it done, because you damaging your hair is going to cost you more money in the end than it is to just go get it done professionally. Okay? And that's the tea. So, again, I mean, cosmetology was just not the best time, but I learned so many great life lessons that I will take with me forever. My last week of school, my doctor said that she wanted to take the baby on Monday, and I graduated that Saturday. I begged her to see if there's any possible way that I could graduate first, because there was no way I was going to have a baby and then go back. There's no way mentally I could have done that, because I was just so drained. It's a year-long thing. Like, even if you, like, I went to an 1,800-hour school, and it's a year-long program. So it's not easy. It's not easy, guys. You have to have this strong-ass mindset to go to cosmetology school, esthetician school, nail school. Like, it's not easy, okay? So please, if you're watching this, thank your hairstylist next time, because I assure you that cosmetology school is not the best for her. We can all say that it's just a drama-filled mess, and you're thankful that you went, but you're glad that it's over. We will all say that, all of us. I want to go back to the whole, like, teacher thing. I had amazing teachers. They were awesome. They supported me. Someone is yelling for me. Hold on. Look at all the snow, baby. Yeah. Okay, so she's gonna join us now. My teachers were awesome. I grew great friendships with them. Again, like I said, I still talk to some of them on a regular basis. Just awesome people. And the people who own the school were awesome. And I guarantee you she's probably going to watch this video, because she's just a little nosy, but I don't really care. The director of the school, who's supposed to be, you know, like, kind of like the principal type person, if that's how you want to explain it, she just made my life a living hell once I found out I was pregnant. Like, the first thing she said to me was, oh, are you going to finish school? After I asked, like, what services I can't do because I was pregnant. Like, I went to her for advice, right? And she said, oh, are you going to finish school? Like, that's why I'm talking to you, lady, okay? And instead, she, like, I never got a congratulations, nothing, just, are you going to finish school? And she just, I don't know, like, she just, like, be, like, giving me a hard time for being pregnant. And, you know, some people are just like that, okay? And I didn't plan on being pregnant in cosmetology school. Like, no one plans that. Like, no one plans to be pregnant. I mean, some people plan to be pregnant at school, but, like, I was not planning that. Like, I didn't mean to. And so I just had a hell of a time with her. And I would, like, dart and hide from her. And then as soon as I had the baby, she's like, oh, let me see pictures. And I'm like, No, not at all. That's not happening. Because I had to go back after I graduated to go get my diploma and everything I needed to take my test. So that was just a lovely thing. So yeah, definitely say, like, if you can get a couple teachers to like be awesome friends with you, go for it, because they're gonna help you immensely. Like, now I can message them at any point and I'm like, hey, can you help me with this? And they're like, absolutely. And that's what you need. You need to have good teachers. Are you hungry? Yeah? She's licking my shirt. Owner was amazing. She helped me a ton when I was going through the whole battle thing with the director. I emailed her and she was like, I'm gonna put a stop to this right now because it's not okay. There's a lot more that went on that I'm not gonna discuss just because this video is kind of all over the place. I'm sorry. I don't know that there's anything else about my experience. I kind of just, this isn't even really my experience at cosmetology school. It's really just like the rundown of it. But yeah, I would love to kind of sit down and do my makeup and talk about some clients with you guys, because I have got some tea with some clients that I had. Some freaking tea, okay? But if you're in cosmetology school and you're struggling right now, trust me, I was struggling. I was in such an ugly place. I was an ugly person during it. And I am so sorry to those that I was an absolute biatch to, but you can do it. Graduation is right around the corner. You've wanted this for so long. I promise you that you can do it. You just have to buckle down, go every day. If you have to just talk to yourself, talk to yourself. That's what I did. I just worried about me and worried about my career, and I pushed through and I did it, and you can do it too. I mean, I did it while pregnant. Not saying that, you know, what you're going through isn't as hard as that, but you can do it. I promise you. I promise you can do it. I'm gonna start getting sappy again because I can't believe that I did it. I still cannot believe that I finished school while pregnant, losing my grandma. I had a lot more things happen that I just don't want to discuss. We had a poop explosion. Mom fucked up her eyeliner and had to redo her eye. Now we're just upsetty spaghettis. But look at our cute little outfit. You're so cute. Yeah. Oh. I use this Jeffree Star lip and I hate it. It's like not good. Not good. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, you want to tell everyone bye? You said bye-byes. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Kind of sucked. I'm probably going to upload it anyway just because real and raw. Please don't throw up. You're going to throw up. Got a little bit coming out. But, you know, real raw. That's what we are over here. We're a hot mess. Aren't we, Denver? Yeah. Yeah. No smiles. So, yeah, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one, which actually Mommy's didn't be listening. Is that same to she's gonna film it? Are you trying to eat my phone? Because I don't think it's gonna taste very good. You grumpy. Yeah, you got throw up coming out of your mouth. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and comment, and all that fun stuff, because, you know, that boosts my video, and eventually, hopefully, we can pay for Denver's college with YouTube, right? You're right. Yeah. Woohoo. Bye, guys.